What is my go-to defensive tool daily carry? Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. It's an important topic. I feel as many people as possible that are responsible and trained need to be carrying defensive tools with them all the time. So I kind of wanted to talk about my defensive carry, how I do it, why, what product I chose that I really like, and a little bit more about it. So what am I talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about, defensive tools. You know, this thing that you carry to protect yourself and others from evil people that want to do people harm. You guys know what I'm saying. To protect your home, protect yourself in your vehicle, protect yourself when you're at the store, at the mall, wherever it may be. But before I get into that, the most important thing is with the whole concept of concealed carry. I'm not even going to talk about open carry because here in Washington State we can. I just don't prefer it because it's just not me. I don't like, first of all, telegraphing my capabilities to others. I see people that are open carrying all the time, and I can tell by looking at their carrier and their tool and how they carry it, their body language, a lot of things like that. I can tell by looking at them and those things about them what their level of proficiency is. And I don't want maybe there's an evil person that has a lot of experience being able to single me out as a very capable person. And another aspect of that is that it's a controversial topic, right? And I don't want to add fuel to the fire for these people that don't like that. And it's none of their business whether I have a defensive tool on me or not. So anyway, that's just a little bit aside. But where there are different options where to carry, depending on what you're wearing. It depends on that. It depends on your body type. It depends on where you prefer. But the thing is, before you get into any kind of carrying on a daily basis, you need training. You need safety training, number one. Number one is safety. You don't want to accidentally hurt yourself or others that you don't intend to. Number two is proficiency with that tool. Very important, because then again, it goes into that safety thing also. You don't want to draw it and go to engage an evil person and accidentally hit a good person. No bueno. So safety training, proficiency training, and familiarity with your tools are very important. So there are different options, like I said. You can go, shoulder mount. You can go around the waist somewhere. That's where most people do it. Ankle rigs. I actually like an ankle rig. I'll tell you one example where I use an ankle rig. I use an ankle rig on my left ankle with the tool on the inside. You don't want the tool on the outside because then it can snag on things, bump on things, stuff like that. You want it on the inside. On my left ankle because I'm right-handed. So when I kneel down, I can just take it out. That's where I carry a little pocket 380 sometimes, because the main thing is where I like carrying that is in church. Because in church, I'm wearing slacks, I'm wearing a belt, my shirt, tie, my shirt's tucked in. So that eliminates a lot all around the waist option. And it almost, unless you're wearing a coat also, a suit coat, then you might be able to do it here. Or then it opens up around here. I don't like wearing the whole coat. That's a little too formal for me. You guys know I'm a little, more down to earth, a little more relaxed than that. So ankle rig might work. Where I prefer to carry is body type dependent. If you have a little bit of a larger in the midsection here, you may not be able to carry appendix. I carry appendix. You may have to carry here, wherever, there's other options. But that's not really what we're talking about here. That's not the point of this video. What my rig is, I like appendix rig because I can very quickly, very easily draw. I'm in control of the situation. It's not back here where somebody might be behind me and see that it's printing. I can't tell if it's printing, first of all, if it's back there. And I don't want somebody to be able to come up, lift my shirt and draw my tool, because I use a passive retention holster, not an active retention holster, because I want quick access. And if it's right here, I know where it's going. I know it's not going to fall out, and my holster is set up properly, so even if I'm upside down, you can take it upside down, shake it, stuff like that. The tool is not going to fall out, so it's okay. You got to be mindful of that, though. That's part of the safety aspect. So right here, I can draw and present, practiced all the time. So here, I'll show you my rig. My rig is the T-Rex Arms sidecar holster. And a lot of people get caught up on like multi-cam or different things. Who cares? It's in your waistband. It's under your garments. Nobody's going to see it anyway. It doesn't have to be camouflaged. I like the red back because whenever I'm holstering back, I can see that red and it helps me do a positive reholster. Some people are saying, oh, that's a dangerous place to carry. Whatever. If you're inexperienced, maybe. As long as you're smart, you do. Whenever you're putting it back away, you're not in a quick, dangerous situation. So take your time. Don't just blindly reholster it. Clear your garment, look down, guide the tool in, and be careful. All right. The only downside I've found of appendix carry so far, honestly, is when I'm driving and it rests right on your bladder. And I drink a lot of water, so I have to go to the restroom fairly often. So that's a downside. But I really like the T-Rex Arms sidecar holster. Why? Because it's super comfortable. It has the sidecar, which is right here for an extra, some extra seeds and seed holder for your defensive tool. And one thing I did, though, I did a little asymmetrical preparedness modification to this. This little, I forget what they call it, but this little thing here, what that does is it, see how it's angled? Right, you can see it right there, how it's angled. That pushes, your belt's right here, so it pushes against the belt, which pushes the holster back closer to you, and that's where the grip is also. So that's the most likely point to on the tool that will print and let people know that you have one. So what that does is it pushes it back tighter to you so it doesn't print as easy. But when it came to me from T-Rex Arms, this was mounted back here. So it didn't really push on the belt enough. So I just moved it to that side, and then you set, with these screws here, here, and here, you can set the tension on it to how loose or how tight you want it. That's part of that safety aspect I was talking about. But these are really good holsters. Highly recommend them. T-Rex Arms makes really good products. Lucas Boykin over there at T-Rex Arms, yeah, shout out to him. He's a heck of a shooter too, especially for somebody that never spent any time in the military. But I love this product. Not sponsored. Hey, T-Rex Arms, contact me if you want to sponsor me, because I'm down for that, because this is a good quality American-made product that I can stand behind 100% and not have to worry about anything. Sorry for that distraction. My little girl needed something. Actually, she's trying to keep an eye on our new little puppy, Loden. But anyway, yes, back to this. Good product, not sponsored. I paid for this. They didn't send it to me. And what I did is I got the 26 version, even though I carry the 19 version. If you choose to carry the 17 version, all of them will fit in here, which is nice. And it doesn't stick down too far. If you got the 17 or the 19 version, it would stick down a little bit further, which might, be a little less comfortable. And if I'm carrying a 26, would be fine for this. If I'm carrying my 19, also fine for this. And like I said, if you're carrying a 17, also fine for this. That's why I got it in the 26 size length. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's for a G model, one of those 19ers. Anyway, so good product. Make sure you have a good quality carrier, because it's very important. I see people with, You know, sometimes it's inexpensive tool and a really cheapo nylon carrier. And that telegraphs pretty much their capability. And I see people printing all the time. I'm trained to recognize things like that though. So be smart, get the training, wear it all the time as much as you possibly can so you get used to it. It's part of your body, part of your wardrobe. Just like putting your shoes on in the morning. You know, just like me putting my hat on or my shirt on. Throw this on, wear it all the time. I wear mine all the time. Anytime I leave my property, and a lot of times when I'm on my property, I have this on with my tool, with the extra, and I'm good to go. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe, comment below, share the videos, do all the things to help us out, and check us out on Patreon. I would really appreciate that. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.